Bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we're whipping up a simple, lovely, liquid blurring skin tint. I actually started work on this formulation back in fall of 2018. If you check out a video I released around that time called like Things I'm Working On, it's actually mentioned there. And I think it just kind of got caught up in the shuffle of the travel I did afterwards and some moves, and I kind of forgot about it. But I rediscovered it when I was kind of cleaning out my makeup cupboard recently, and I'm like, oh, this is actually great. Why didn't I share this? And so here we are. The bulk of this foundation is argan oil, but you could easily use a different liquid oil that your skin loves. So something like pomegranate oil could be really lovely, or meadow foam or jojoba. Or if you really find that something like evening primrose oil is really great for your skin, it's a little on the heavy side for foundation, so you could try blending it with something like Naissance Hemisqualane to sort of lighten it up, and I think that would work really beautifully here as well. The color and coverage in this foundation come from your very own customized mineral makeup, which you can learn how to make with my book, Make It Up, The Essential Guide to DIY Makeup and Skincare. You'll find a ton of information in here on how to make your own mineral makeup. There's the base recipe, and then I've got a bunch of different starter blends to kind of get you started somewhere close to where your skin tone is. And then there's an entire spread of color blending tips so that you can really nail the color of your foundation and have a perfectly bespoke mineral makeup. In addition to those ingredients, we have some lovely performance ingredients. You'll find some OptiBlur Elastomer, which really helps diffuse the appearance of fine lines and whatnot on the skin, really making things look perfect without a lot of extra coverage. And then there's also some silica microspheres for further blurring and skin perfecting, but also a really gorgeous, expensive feeling dry touch finish. 1.5% of TKB Trading's thickening clay helps slow the settling of the mineral makeup out of the liquid base. It will still settle out over time, but I find that using a lot of thickening clay creates products that feel really quite dry and drying on the skin, so I opted to sort of have you shake the product every now and then rather than to dry out the skin. Of course, we need an application demo, so let us jump back in time to no foundation Marie. All right, let's do a bit of an application demo. So shake this up a wee bit. I'm going to dispense some onto the back of my hand. Spread it between some fingers. And there we go. So I'm going to just use a little bit of the pure mineral makeup powder to do a little bit of higher coverage, concealing area around my nose, which is an area that kind of tends to be quite red for me, and also on my chin. All right, well, you can see that was certainly very easy, really quick, and works really well. This liquid blurring skin tint doesn't require any heat to make. We're basically just kind of slowly mixing everything together until it's uniform and then putting it in a bottle, and we are done. For more information, please make sure you are checking out the partner blog post, which is linked in the description box below. You'll find a lot more information there, including information about substitutions, scaling, shelf life, where to buy ingredients, links to places to buy my book, and a whole lot more. But come on, let's get started. To begin, we're going to combine the OptiBlur Elastomer with some fractionated coconut oil. So in this little tiny cup here, I have 0.49 grams of the OptiBlur Elastomer. And to that, I'm going to add 1.37 grams fractionated coconut oil or medium chain triglycerides. Now I'm going to use the end of this little mixer to kind of mash the OptiBlur in. It's a sort of a soft paste. So just squishing it around to disperse it. And then once it's reasonably well dispersed, I'm going to turn the mixer on to blend it in more thoroughly. Up next, we're going to weigh in our pre-blended mineral makeup. You're going to need 0.77 grams of this. For information on how to make your very own mineral makeup, make sure you are checking out my book, Make It Up. I have linked to places to buy it all over the world in the description box below this video. Once again, we're going to give this a bit of a stir without turning the mixer on to wet everything out, and then we're going to turn the mixer on to blend everything. Our next ingredient is some argan oil, or another sort of luxurious mid-weight-ish oil that your face loves. We're going to need 3.99 grams. You also need 0.03 grams vitamin E oil. Now our last two ingredients are two quite floaty powders, so I am going to be putting on my dust mask before I weigh them out. We're going to need 0.25 grams silica microspheres and 0.1 grams thickening clay. Now all that's left is packaging. So for packaging, I'm going to use this little approximately 10 milliliter or third of an ounce sort of squeezy bottle, and then it's got a little sort of orifice reducer kind of nipple sort of thing and a little screw on cap. So I'm just going to squeeze this little cup to create a pouring spout, and off we go. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Really, really easy to make. So to use, you'll want to give it a bit of a shake before dispensing, and then it's easy to dispense just a small amount of product from that package, and then it shears out really beautifully with both fingers and a sponge for a lovely bit of skin perfecting goodness. So we just made a lovely liquid blurring skin tint. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and please make sure you are reading the partner blog post, which is linked in the description box below for a lot more information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, where to buy ingredients, and a whole lot more. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.